Welcome to Some Topic, the podcast where two dangerously underqualified individuals tackle an ever-changing buffet of subjects we have no business discussing. From global politics to ghost squirrels, nothing is off limits, and nothing is properly researched. We are your hosts, two voices with microphones, a Wi-Fi connection, and just enough confidence to sound like we know what we're talking about. Spoiler, we don't. But that's never stopped anyone with a podcast before, and we refuse to be the first. Every week, we plunge headfirst into topics both serious and stupid, usually at the same time, armed only with sarcasm, caffeine, and a dangerous overestimation of our own coherence. Whether it's philosophy, politics, pop culture, or paranormal rodents, we approach each subject like two raccoons who broke into the Library of Alexandria, knocked over a torch, and now insist the fire was enlightenment. Our findings? Improvised. Our sources? Suspect. Our method? Whatever we yanked from our asses while marching proudly up the hill of stupidity, ready to fall honorably in the fog of ego, ontological confusion, and the blood-slick ruins of abandoned discourse. It's too late to turn back now. Your descent has begun. And we, your casually deranged hosts, will guide you in style straight through the crumbling ruins of reason. Listener discretion is enthusiastically advised. This podcast contains strong language, stronger delusions, and a persistent disregard for intellectual safety. If you're easily offended, chronically literal, or spiritually fragile, please relax your chakras, unclench whatever needs unclenching, and consider yelling at a tree instead. This is not journalism. This is not education. This is comedy. This is play. This is Some Topic.
Well, you know, I've also heard this other saying.
Don't you ruin Spider-Man.
I'm not trying to ruin Spider-Man.
Don't ruin it.
This has nothing to do with Spider-Man, yet alone the illustrious Uncle Ben. This has everything to do with Han Solo.
It was in
I believe at one moment said, shit. And with that, welcome one, welcome all to another episode of Some Topic, where we sometimes talk on topic and sometimes off topic.
I think we do a lot more off topic than on topic.
We gotta get you better at riding them bulls. I'll teach you how to hold on.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So today's gonna be a little different. Today we're gonna go through a nice little scientific presentation that I've been working on recently, and these are just the rough notes. So we're gonna see how it goes tonight. I'm gonna use Nick as our guinea pig here.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
So welcome everyone to Efficiency at the Expense of Dignity, a study in functional failure in today's modern engineering.
That's a hell of a title. How long did that take you?
About 5 seconds with ChatGPT.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, so they came up with a study in functional failure, and then I added the rest because it just felt empty. So anyways. Oh, dude, my thread for, like, episode ideas in, like, my episode brainstorm thread is just, it's insane.
I kind of want to go down that rabbit hole just to know what the rabbit hole is.
We will one of these days. I actually have the raw transcripts from one of them. Copy straight into a text file, and the text file itself is still massive.
How many pages, roughly?
Do text files count pages? I'm talking about .txt files.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Word document.
No. If I put that in a Word document, and I think I did the first time, it was over 1,000 pages. Of like, well, because I'm trying to, since I paid for premium,
yeah,
I'm trying to train my small assigned amount of RAM, you know, the way that I think and the way I want it to structure things specifically for this podcast. So that way it's easy to plug and play and extend the successful, the more successful topic episodes we have or structures we have. I want to be able to duplicate those things a whole lot easier. I don't always have time to spend hours on scripts.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
How do you not have hours?
Well, because right now I'm busy. So I don't have time right now.
You're not busy. Who's busy?
My oil change is like 2,200 miles overdue because I haven't had time to do my own fucking oil change. Because I'm busy. I got shit to do.
That's quick and easy.
Like tonight's presentation. examines a simple but underexplored principle of modern design. Most things that frustrate us in our day-to-day lives did not fail, they succeeded. Specifically, they succeeded at solving the wrong part of the problem way too efficiently. In engineering, design, and systems theory, efficiency is often treated as unqualified good. Reduce friction, eliminate waste, optimize outcomes. Boom, bang, pop, straight from ChatGPT. You know why? Because it's an efficiency engine. That's all it fucking does.
It is efficient.
But optimization without context produces systems that perform perfectly, just not ideal for the ignorance or inconsistencies of the humans using them. Tonight, we will examine a series of everyday objects and interfaces. Each was designed logically, each performs exactly as intended, and each quietly transfers the cost from the system to the user.
Oh boy.
This is not a list of mistakes, mind you. This is a list of successful decisions with some minor human inconveniences sprinkled in. Item 1. The soap dispenser you can't tell is empty. The soap bottle you can't tell is empty exists because, well, someone solved the wrong problem a little too efficiently. The original problem wasn't hygiene, it was dispensing. Manufacturers wanted a pump that delivered a consistent amount of soap every single time. No leaks, no variation, no complaints. So they designed a pump with consistent resistance, and it works perfectly. Whether there's soap inside or not, it works perfectly. Every single time. The pump does not communicate the truth. It communicates victory and precise mechanics that can survive thousands of cycles without ever breaking in or faltering. The tactile response is so perfect that if you press once, nothing happens, you assume it's priming. You'll press it again and still nothing, and you assume that it's just a delay. And by the third press, you're no longer washing your hands. You are now negotiating with your own concept of touch and feel. The dispenser was never designed to tell you when it's empty. It was designed to keep functioning, no matter the consequences. That's efficiency.
So
how many pumps, Nick, before you accept reality that maybe you should have checked if the bottle was empty?
how many pumps until the center of the Tootsie Roll pop?
Yeah, basically. You know the dispensers I'm talking about.
I do.
You can feel the compressed air coming out when it's empty. Like, they are so well designed and built. It gives you the illusion of function.
I'm not even sure how you would fix that.
Oh, it's not a fixed thing. Just how many pumps does it take you to give up? With myself, I'll do the once and the twice nice and slow, and then I'll smack it a few times and then go to the other one. Because sometimes it's speed, because sometimes the pump finally did fail.
Or, what if you never wash your hands? You've solved both problems.
Just piss on your hands. Piss is sterile, and it's warm. Problem solved. Why do we trust resistance more than results?
Is this an everyday object episode or a fucking podcast?
You're not in the hot seat at all, Nick. Don't worry.
Oh boy. If there's resistance, we know that there's something to overcome, and usually the idea is that if there's something to overcome, there's an end goal. There's something that you're striving towards. The difference is knowing what resistance you're choosing versus...
So your daily battles are in the bathroom. Got it.
Sometimes, man, if you think you have to shit and you feel that resistance, you don't ever want to take that chance. I'm just saying. You ever just shit your pants because you didn't
saved
take
yourself there. Your guy math is spot on. I can't argue.
Guy math. Proud sponsor of today's episode.
Perfectly. Is the system actually broken? You're the dumbass who didn't check if it was filled or not.
How the fuck do I check it?
By looking in the tiny little window on the front of the thing to see if there's soap in it or not.
But sometimes that's full, and then everything else is empty.
But then it would be full of soap.
But it's not. I don't know what you want from me. This is soapception.
The soap bottle didn't fail, Nick. It succeeded at working, even if you didn't bother to check if there was any soap left.
Or Leonardo DiCaprio was really good at getting into our dreams, incepting us about the fullness of these bottles before we came out with this episode.
Item 2, the confirm password field. The confirm password field exists because, well, there was a problem. The problem was simple. Users mistype passwords. A lot. The solution was elegant. Make them type it in twice. The system assumes that repetition is equivalent to accuracy. What it ignores is humans are lazy and technological fatigue is very real. The user types a long password once, ultra carefully, then immediately types it again worse. The system does not validate your typing. No. Sorry, does not validate as you type. No. It waits until you're fully committed, and only then does it reveal your failures. This is not error prevention. This is delayed punishment. So, Nick, why do we validate the first entry, or why don't we validate the first entry in real time?
Typically the first attempt is usually shit, so it's try, and shit again.
Why does confirmation only happen after effort?
Confirmation bias.
Hashtag me too. Is this security
I knew
or
you
ritualized suffering?
were.
Shh. Bruce, Kate has nothing on me.
Hey, it just proved that men can do everything in this life.
Pennywise? Kind of, yeah. I haven't seen the new one, but I've seen snippets, and it looks...
I want to see it. I kind of want to see it.
It looks tasty. I'm not gonna lie.
They just came out with the final season for Stranger Things.
I was gonna say, if you pull out the fucking retard convention,
No.
the rolling out the children from the freak show, that's all I feel when any episode I've ever seen or snippet of Stranger Things.
I want to know what it's about.
Any snippet, it looks like it was made for disabled people.
It's because all the characters are disabled mentally.
That again looks like it was made for disabled people, and here it is, a #1 national hit. If that doesn't tell you about the decline in our education systems, nothing will.
No, I think it
So
just
in
goes
conclusion,
to prove
the
that
system
most
doesn't reduce mistakes; it just documents them. Item number 3.
I think it proves that the majority of today's television viewers or Netflix users
Are in fact mentally disabled.
I think that statistic is proven.
Since it took me, I don't know, a year plus to realize how dirty the Amazon subscriptions were and Amazon Prime subscriptions, and how hard it is to actually find out what is what and what's being to what and build and where and when, yet alone trying to go cancel those things.
Well, they just got out of a lawsuit where they have to pay everybody back for all of their forced advertising and not being able to cancel the subscription easily.
Well, sort of, kind of, maybe no. It's still not easy, but you can do it in the app now.
Wonderful.
Which is what part of that lawsuit had specifically stated. Now, moving along to item 3. The phone battery percentage below 20% notification.
Yeah, that thing's bullshit.
Okay, before we get into the specifics of different manufacturers and their practices, there are some manufacturers that do it as an analog percentage regardless of anything else, and there are others that do it as more of a scaling percentage, to where your last 20% is not the same as the last 4/5 you just had. Now, battery percentage. Wow, I copy and pasted some shit. That's not right. Anyways, the battery percentage below 20% exists because someone solved the wrong problem too efficiently. The problem, users wanted accurate battery information. The solution, a linear percentage display, and an alert once you've reached the bottom 1/5 of your charge. The system is mathematically honest. Emotionally, it's a filthy liar. 20% is not 20%. It is panic, time collapse, urgency spikes. Every action feels expensive. The battery isn't draining faster, your perception is. Why does time feel differently below 20%?
I don't know. It's about roughly the same as any other percentage, especially when it has you go and press the low battery mode.
Ah.
And then, even then,
So you've altered the function of the device, and now magically that 20% lasts as long as the other 20s?
That, or it's like, wow, it's on 20% for the last 3 hours. So that, and you can now check your battery life.
Do iPhones allow you to track second to second, day to day battery usage, so you can actually track different drops and different apps and everything else? Or is it just the
tentatively
battery life, where it closes some apps in the background and then gives you a score?
Tentatively, yes. I've seen reports. I've just not given a fuck.
Typical iPhone user. So, Nick, why did we stop trusting this number?
So yes, it doesn't necessarily tell you when or what battery or what part of your phone was being used, but it tells you roughly the usage.
So it's not a tracker. Got it. Is accuracy useful?
Oh no,
if it increases anxiety?
It does. Does it by the app?
Okay, that's not a live graph where you can actually see every bit of power and where it's going.
Do you know how to program that?
Not with Apple. But guess what? With anything that's not Apple, there are apps where somebody already did for you.
Show it to me.
Easy. Is accuracy useful if it increases anxiety?
Is accuracy important if it...
Useful. Not important, useful.
Useful. Well, that's the key difference there. Yes and no. Depends on timing. If it's an emergency, you're already going to be trying to get a phone call through at a rapid pace, so not very useful there. Everyday life, all you got to do is go to a wall and plug it in somewhere.
So keep that thing on you. Stay strapped or get clapped. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Yes, get clapped.
All right. So the battery display tells the truth.
Wouldn't you get struck?
It just doesn't care how you experience it. Item number 4.
You would get struck, wouldn't you? Like, because you're getting struck by lightning, so it's not...
Who's getting struck by lightning?
Well, all right, it's electricity, right? Electricity, the closest thing to electricity is lightning.
Stay strapped or get clapped. So keep that thing on you.
I understand where it comes from.
Okay.
I'm just saying
keep
it's
that charger
not...
on you. Otherwise, you probably ain't going to have it and need it.
Or you're not getting shocked. I don't know. I just feel like there's a cleverer way to say this.
Engineers, ladies and gentlemen, they don't know how to joke. Item number 4.
Are we really only on 4?
The low fuel warning.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's like the low battery percentage.
No, this one's worse.
Oh,
because if you think about things, this one's kind of dated.
You'd think they'd fix it by now.
Apologies, my nephew is supposedly texting me.
Yes.
My sister's got in the habit of texting me as my nephew.
What?
It's a defense thing, I'm sure.
Okay.
Anyways. The problem. Drivers forget to refuel. The solution. Warn them when the fuel reaches a fixed low threshold. What it ignores is context. The warning does not know where you are. It does not know traffic nor weather. It does not know distance nor terrain.
Slope.
It provides information without solvability. Why does the car warn you when there's already a problem and not before there's a problem?
I don't know. Ford was stupid when he invented the car.
I don't think he invented the first instrument cluster or the low fuel warning.
You wanted an answer, I gave you an answer.
Who decides when is the correct moment?
God, I
Different
guess.
manufacturers,
Oh, you mean by the car thing?
Yes.
That you meant in general.
Well, in general, yes. I do believe the Lord dictates if this is the correct moment for you to die or not.
Well, isn't there... Well, just like on how airplanes have the... Is it the FAA? Mm-hmm. Well, don't cars have the same thing? Like automobiles standards across the board?
Well, so the FAA more deals in air traffic regulation
Yeah.
than it does in airplane requirements and design.
So there's not one for a standard on, hey, your
There
car
is for
needs
commercial aircraft.
4 wheels to be considered
you're
a car.
more thinking of like the EPA. There are so many more. There's also the NHTSA standards for highway safety.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that has to do with crash ratings and fire suppression. So when it comes to creature comforts, like a low fuel warning, it doesn't qualify. Is this a warning or a countdown?
Dude, I think it's a countdown. It starts off at an arbitrary number that's already made up and taken out of context. It starts to go all the way down to 0. And
The
then
system
even
doesn't help you plan. It simply informs you that the time for planning is over.
even the 0 isn't correct because you could still run on fumes.
Depending on the pump and depending on the model of the car, yes.
So the
But
countdown
sometimes your
wrong.
pump can't.
But
Just
what
don't take any turns.
just go really fast and don't
No,
stop.
don't. It's all about inertia, because if you're already on fumes, you don't want that tiny bit of remaining gas to sift away from the pump. Because then there are no more fumes. Item number 5. The undo feature that expires immediately.
For what?
Have you never typed in an online form? Have you never filled out job applications on Indeed or Monster or any of those places? 99% of the time on website forums, when you delete something, there will be a temporary undo button that pops up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You are an ignorant fool.
They have one on emails, but that doesn't go
They
away
also have
very
those on
fast.
emails.
You can click on that fairly fast.
That's a really slow one. That one will last for 5 seconds.
That's like Outlook, Gmail.
Yeah, that'll last for 5 seconds. We're not talking about those. We're talking about any online form.
I don't know.
Do you not DocuSign things?
No. I usually sign in person.
Oh, child. Okay. Anyways, the problem. Accidental actions. The solution. A brief reversal window. The system assumes regret is imminent. It forgets that panic is also a thing. It ignores delay. It ignores recognition lag. It also ignores humans. By the time you realize what happened, the window is gone. Oftentimes, the window itself is what alerts you to a mistake. So, Nick, why does regret only arrive after the timer starts?
Our lives are so fleeting and so fragile. Mm-hmm. And because of those two things, for some fucking reason, whenever we see that button that I have no idea what we're talking about, that you are arbitrarily speaking of, it blips into existence and then it's gone the next, like our life. And if Picasso taught us anything, you should never do anything for free and mark up your fucking paintings when you die.
Well, death is normally what makes art valuable, yes.
Well, yeah, Picasso taught us that.
If you didn't notice immediately, were you ever really allowed to fix it?
To be or not to be, that is what Leonardo DiCaprio said when he painted The Scream.
Is this forgiveness or documentation of your failures?
Dude, I still don't know what we're talking about.
Undo doesn't give control. It gives plausible deniability. Item number 6. The estimated time progress bar. This progress bar exists because users wanted to know how long something would take.
Okay,
The solution: dynamic estimates. The bar adjusts continuously based on real-time localized conditions. It does not measure progress, it manages hope. The last 10% always take longer than the first 90, but that's neither here nor there. So, Nick,
In what
why
regard?
do we forgive this lie every single time?
What regard? Like, what loading bar are you
When you
talking about?
download anything, there is always a progress bar. That progress bar, 90% of the time, is a live bar that will consistently update based on localized conditions on your machine. It's always a fucking lie. It'll tell me 10 minutes, but heaven forbid somebody jumps on the internet with you. Now it just went up to 15.
So to make it a more accurate bar, we have to take in those external factors under consideration? And then we'd be a happy camper?
I mean, most likely we wouldn't feel like it's lying to us all the time.
I don't know. I like that it tells me an arbitrary number. And then I don't have to think about it. It's just 10
For
minutes.
that minimum of that time, even though you'll know it'll be longer.
Sometimes it's faster.
So you're okay with being lied to?
Only in certain circumstances.
Slight save, but barely a save. Is uncertainty worse than false precision?
Is certainty worse?
Is uncertainty worse?
We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a raccoon intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 3. The bin giveth and the bin taketh away, usually depending on pickup day. I need to address a structural issue within the intern nutritional program. We refined caffeine protocols, we've implemented recovery measures, but one variable remained unstable: baseline nutrition. You can't build sustained performance on coffee and regret alone. You can optimize spikes, you can mitigate crashes, but if the system is depleted, you mistake stimulants for sustenance. Performance wasn't just chaotic, it was inconsistent. That's when we introduced Zevo Life. It's a patented microalgae designed to support steady energy, digestion, and overall vitality, helping your system operate consistently instead of constantly compensating. Packed with essential amino acids, vitamins A, B12, E, and K, antioxidants, minerals, and bioactive compounds, all within a single teaspoon. It's not stimulation, it's foundation. We added it to the intern's daily allocation, and the Intern Nutritional Authority has adopted it into long-term protocols. You can get 30% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at zevo.life. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon gazing into the future through a rearview mirror, we'll tell you plainly, the show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC, so you're not just upgrading your nutrition, you're reinforcing the structure that carries you through life's impacts. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority thank you for investing in the long game. We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a raccoon intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 1. In the beginning, the trash was without form and void, but raccoons saw that it could be organized. Then false precision is not knowing better than an incorrect answer.
Better to not know
To
something.
falsely predict.
Yes. Are you finishing my sentences now?
No, I just realized that you were repackaging my question as a answer. So I finished it for you so we can move on to the next question. At what point does estimation become manipulation?
I think
2 more minutes, dear.
I think estimation
I promise, I'm
across
just
the
getting my makeup ready.
across the board is always manipulation. There's no way it's not. You ask for an estimate on or a quote on something. They want more money to do the work as cheaply as possible.
The bar isn't wrong. It's just unconcerned with establishing trust.
The bar feels
Based
nothing.
upon the exact parameters of the localized existence that it has, it's not wrong. It just doesn't care what you think.
The bar feels nothing.
Item number 7. The reply all button.
Oh, I hate that thing.
It exists because someone... Well, the problem was group communication. The solution was a one-click access to everyone. What ignores is panic and politics. Under stress, humans do not evaluate consequences, let alone determine that they are... let alone determine whether they are responding to a person or engaging in an open debate in front of the entire organization. No, they act. So, Nick, why is this button right next to reply?
Seemed like a good spot to put it. Reply all.
How many disasters have started from the reply all button?
At least one.
Should mass communication require friction?
In what?
Maybe even
what,
like
like
a little pop-up confirmation that you do want to reply all?
that
I'll give you a perfect example.
does happen.
When I use my business email, Google automatically stops every email I send and pops up a confirmation and says, this is going to an external party. Do you really want to send this? Something like that would be fantastic for reply all, wouldn't it?
That's the only time I use reply all. So, I don't know when else I would use that button.
But you wouldn't. But it's right next to reply. It gets clicked on accident more often and has probably ended more careers than any amount of actual sexual assault or harassment in the workplace environment than anything out there.
I think we need to get the raccoons to fact check that.
We will have the interns double check. They'll probably agree with me as long as I bribe them.
What are they taking now? Tangerines?
But it's moment to moment, man. Whatever new, shiny, and dangly I can put in front of them.
That was a tangerine.
In summation.
Shiny.
Reply all. Have you not seen the fake fucking wax coating that they put on everything at the stores? Yes, it shines because it's in protective wax.
I give them real food. You give them fake shit?
No, I don't give them the display items made of glass. I don't need them breaking their teeth, okay? Haven't found a good dentist for them yet. In summation,
Next health plan.
reply all doesn't empower users. It assumes robotic compliance. On to item 8. The last seen timestamp, also known as read receipts for your phone.
Yeah, I never got that.
The problem, message delivery confirmation and read receipts. The solution, exact read time disclosures. What it ignores is the need to prepare a response or checking to see if the communication is an emergency or a luxury. It removes ambiguity. Can't say that word.
Ambiguity?
Yeah.
That
say it
one?
Twice.
Ambiguity. Ambiguity. Ambiguity.
See?
Ambiguity.
I know, it's too easy to go goo-goo. Anyways, it removes grace. It
Ambiguity.
removes plausible deniability.
Ambiguity.
Why does knowing things make things worse?
Oh, because if you want to prevent something, like if you were to time travel and you knew that 9/11 was going to happen and you stop it, well, every basic time traveler would have to know that by stopping this one event, another event is going to occur, and thus you've set in
Not my
motion.
share, not my problem.
Well, correct. So it could be the next, instead of 9/11, it's 10/12,
Yeah, and
it's just infinitely worse. So the
no, but
knowledge.
at least that's double digits.
Well, yes,
So it's better. It's bigger.
correct.
Yeah.
So
In
trying.
conclusion,
To
9/11 was a good thing.
Oh boy. Is it too
Hey,
soon
Nick.
for that?
Okay, well, if anybody knows somebody, it will forever be too soon because it's a personal event. But if we're too afraid to make fun of the same tragedies in our country that other countries have, then we can't even make fun at other countries. So again, let's spread the love and the hate equally, and let's laugh about it.
Bush did 9/11. Can we just agree on that?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's no duh. Have you not seen the Pentaverate?
The what?
Children.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nick, if they saw it, why does silence feel louder?
If they saw it, why does silence feel
Yeah, when
louder?
they see that little double check mark next to their text that supposedly means you opened it. I found out the other day, my watch, the notification on my watch counts as me looking at it somehow on my phone. So it will give everybody a red receipt the second my phone receives the message.
So turn it off?
But then I won't get notifications on my watch.
No, turn off the read receipt.
You can't. You have an iPhone. I can. I just like pissing people off.
Well, I can do it on an iPhone.
Sure you can.
I've seen the slide button.
I still get those notifications from you.
I know, because I send them to you.
Turn them off and see what happens.
Oh.
I'll still get those notifications from you.
I'm somewhat curious now.
Did this improve communication or surveillance?
I
Mostly
think
of suspicious women.
I think it just confused me, but yeah.
You read this 3 hours ago. Oh, actually, no. Your woman's too respectful to do that. You're lucky.
I am.
Has your sister or mother done that to you yet?
Which part?
I know you read my text.
No, they don't give a fuck. I usually call them just to get it out of the way.
That was a dramatic reenactment, by the way, of
Ah,
Nick's mother's voice.
that did not sound like my mother's voice. That
Well,
sounded
that's why it's a dramatic reenactment. Have you not seen any Cops episode ever?
That just sounds more like the warden's voice.
Which warden?
Personal.
The system didn't fail, Nick.
Is there
It
another
simply
word?
removed mercy, kindness, and forgiveness. On 2 out of 9.
Holy fuck.
The "We'll contact you" / "Your ticket has been received" confirmation messages. The problem: users wanted acknowledgement. The solution: an automatic
We got
generic
acknowledgement.
confirmation. It confirms receipt, not intent. No timeline, no obligation, no follow-up. Nick, has anyone ever actually been contacted after receiving one of these automated messages?
I have.
Oh, do tell.
I sent information in. They said they get back to me. Then they called me. That's kind of how that works. They got a notification, and I got notification that I was in the system. So
The convoluted nature of your response indicates tomfoolery. Hey, Nick, why does acknowledgement feel worse than silence?
what kind of fuck-ass questions are these?
Hey, Nick,
Repeat the question again.
why does acknowledgement feel worse than silence?
Why does acknowledgement sound worse?
Feel worse.
Feel worse? I feel like you need to fucking give me these
Silence.
questions, like, as you're asking so I can actually read the damn things.
I'll make you note cards next time.
What a guy.
I'll have the intern hold up fucking call notes in the corner.
Alright, repeat the question one more time.
Why does acknowledgement feel worse than silence? Receiving one of those automated responses feels so much worse than just nothing at all.
I don't know, I've never felt that way.
White male privilege.
I'm sorry, let me
Hey,
go.
Nick, is this communication or containment?
I fail to see on how that question applies to me when I never felt like that. So it's
This
communication.
message didn't help you. It simply helped them avoid you.
It's just communication, man. My white privilege is showing, I guess.
I feel like all of our listeners will understand most of these and get really confused on why most of these are just going right over your head. But that's okay. On to number 10. The copy code button that doesn't confirm copying.
What do you mean? You press Control C and then it's copied?
No, that's not the button.
What fucking button?
On your electronic handheld devices nowadays, 9 times out of 10, when you receive an automated code or a secondary confirmation code, there will be a button that pops up that says copy code or copy to clipboard or copy blank, and it will literally display said code. So you can immediately copy and paste it into whatever you need to confirm access to.
On your keyboard? Dude, they got rid of that.
On your electronic handheld devices.
They got rid of that.
What are you talking about?
Anytime that you have to log into, like, say, your bank, and they want a
Secondary code,
it just pops up on your keyboard and immediately goes into the line. So you don't have to do shit.
You still have to tap it.
Not really. Chrome just does it for you, man.
Sure.
Dude, you need an iPhone
No, I don't.
to make your.
Why would I want to give something permission to immediately copy a very personal,
6-digit number?
security sensitive piece of it? No, it's the fact that I'm giving automatic authorization for them to inspect those messages. When
See,
there's a button for you to select,
you just want them to contact you through WhatsApp or whatever.
when there's a button you have to press, pressing that in and of itself is an action. That action is consent to the rest of the terms of the agreement. You've never been sued before, have you? And you've never read your user license agreements, have you?
I think most of our viewers have not read the users and agreement manual.
Children, please do that. You will see how much of this free shit you're just giving away to people. Anyways. Whatever, fuck you. Item 11.
I got to move them to 12. Yes.
No, just 11.
Fuck.
The auto-locking car door.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Not that long ago, Nick. Car doors would just automatically lock after a few seconds when you closed them. When you got out of your vehicle.
Never.
Right now, they automatically lock the second you put your car in drive and exceed 5 miles per hour. Safety feature. But they would also just automatically lock when you turned your car off and left.
Okay. So what is
How
your,
is this
what is-
such a foreign thing to you?
What is your beef here? That it locks automatically when you start your car?
When you would leave your car, it would automatically lock after you closed your doors.
You'd leave the vehicle and it would lock.
Automatically.
Without
Without a button press.
Never had that happen. Never had that in my 04 Cobalt. Never had that in my Kia Soul.
Okay. Well, there's your first two problems. I'm not sure if a modern Cobalt would have that feature in it. I don't think it has enough relays built into the car for them to put a circuit specifically for auto-locking doors.
So how would I have this
Every
problem?
vehicle above the base trim level, there is an automatic feature that locks your doors for you when you exit the vehicle.
Nope, never had it, man.
Nick's poor. Moving on to item 12.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 2. Verily I say unto thee, one's worth is not in what they throw away, but what they are willing to dive back in for. I need to address an issue regarding the unpaid interns. While overall productivity has improved, there's a recurring decline following what they described as after-hours research. Translation, excess beverages were consumed. The next morning metrics were predictable. Cognitive clarity, compromised. Regret index, elevated. Sunlight compatibility, low. That's when we implemented liqueur gummies. They're formulated with DHM, which helps your body process alcohol, along with milk thistle, B vitamins, electrolytes, and ginger root to support recovery and hydration. You enjoy your evening, you support recovery. You wake up to regret your decisions with a clear head and a settled stomach. You can get 20% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at liqueur.com. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon peering through a kaleidoscope attempting to intuit your future by reading tea leaves, we'll warn you. The show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC. So you're not just protecting tomorrow, you're supporting the continued operational stability of the interns. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority thank you for your patronage. I need to give a brief update regarding the unpaid interns. For last fiscal quarter, their caffeine habits were entirely self-funded through dumpster-based nutrition and used coffee grounds rescued from the trash compactor behind the local prison. As you can imagine, results were inconsistent. Archival accuracy, unstable. Claw precision, questionable. Midday existential collapse, guaranteed. It was a difficult quarter. But that ends today. We've transitioned the entire intern program to Strong Coffee Company. Their black blend has 15 grams of protein, 5 grams of MCTs, and adaptogens like ashwagandha and L-theanine. So instead of spike and crash routines, it's a sustained focus. The results speak for themselves. If you're going to drink coffee anyway, it might as well pull its weight. You can get 20% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at strongcoffeecompany.com. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon peering through a mason jar instead of a magnifying glass while searching for mythic relics buried in a landfill, we'll tell you plainly. The show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC. So if you grab some, you're not just upgrading your coffee. You're funding structured nutrition for the interns. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority thank you for your service. We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 4. Remember, cleanliness is next to loneliness. Seek the comfort of clutter.
The toilet flush sensor.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The problem. Public toilets. The problem. People forget to flush. The solution. Automatic flushing. What it ignores is timing. It flushes when you move.
Does make my asshole a little
It flushes
wet.
when you're still there.
It is kind of nice. You know, it's like a bidet.
Hey, Nick. Why is sanitization prioritized over dignity of not having my balls splashed by my own shitty water?
Dude, eat a better, like, have less fiber in your diet or just have solid shits.
That doesn't avoid my shit-contaminated water from splashing against my testicles. When the thing automatically flushes and I did not request
Go French.
it to do so.
Just go French. Have something squirt up your ass and clean your balls.
That's not gonna help me when
Go French.
an automatic toilet wouldn't also have a bidet built into it. They're
Have a
already
s-
cheap.
Have a standard. Don't shit in anything less.
Nothing less than French. Got it. Hey, Nick. Why does it feel like an attack?
Which
It
part
sounds like a fucking aircraft killing you every time it flushes.
Dude, you have some massive shits.
Well, yes.
So
That's
do you not?
That's because I have to do a courtesy flush.
Do you not think that you have massive shits, but other people they
That's
probably
why I do a
have
courtesy flush.
medium shits? So
Because they have piss poor diets.
well, yeah. My point is that you don't know what the population's overall average shit to human waste ratio is.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the thing should just automatically flush. I
No,
don't want it to flush.
no, but it does mean that you have to make it accommodate for the bigger shits like your own asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it just goes hard. And the harder it goes, the louder it gets. It's simple guy math.
Who decided this was acceptable?
I don't know, somebody who got a really good deal on a good shit swirler and installed it into automatic toilets.
So in conclusion,
Shit swirlers are the way to go.
the system... So in conclusion, shit swirlers chose cleanliness. Your taint was just collateral. My closing statement. In conclusion, none of these systems have failed. They perform their task exactly as designed. They reduced liability, standardized outcomes, and optimized efficiency. What they did not optimize was the human experience. When efficiency becomes the only metric, humans become the source of friction. And friction is something systems are designed to remove. So the question is not whether these decisions were wrong. The question is, what problem are we solving so efficiently right now that we haven't noticed what it's costing us? I'm Sam Davis. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Welcome to Some Topic, the podcast where two dangerously underqualified individuals tackle an ever-changing buffet of subjects we have no business discussing. From global politics to ghost squirrels, nothing is off limits, and nothing is properly researched. We are your hosts, two voices with microphones, a Wi-Fi connection, and just enough confidence to sound like we know what we're talking about. Spoiler, we don't. But that's never stopped anyone with a podcast before, and we refuse to be the first. Every week, we plunge headfirst into topics both serious and stupid, usually at the same time, armed only with sarcasm, caffeine, and a dangerous overestimation of our own coherence. Whether it's philosophy, politics, pop culture, or paranormal rodents, we approach each subject like two raccoons who broke into the Library of Alexandria, knocked over a torch, and now insist the fire was enlightenment. Our findings? Improvised. Our sources? Suspect. Our method? Whatever we yanked from our asses while marching proudly up the hill of stupidity, ready to fall honorably in the fog of ego, ontological confusion, and the blood-slick ruins of abandoned discourse. It's too late to turn back now. Your descent has begun. And we, your casually deranged hosts, will guide you in style straight through the crumbling ruins of reason. Listener discretion is enthusiastically advised. This podcast contains strong language, stronger delusions, and a persistent disregard for intellectual safety. If you're easily offended, chronically literal, or spiritually fragile, please relax your chakras, unclench whatever needs unclenching, and consider yelling at a tree instead. This is not journalism. This is not education. This is comedy. This is play. This is Some Topic.